Who's lazy?
Like,
oh, the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, not the husband.
Yeah, not the husband.
Okay.
No. This is the star of the show, man. He's awesome.
Such a cutie.
So, everyone, this is Deborah.
Hi, everyone.
This is the founder, CEO of GoCamp. Is that right?
That is 100% accurate.
Yeah, and I think I met you in 2018, right?
Yes.
I think it was spring.
Yes.
Is that when you started?
Well, when did you get your van?
I think spring of 2018.
Yeah, so you had just driven up from San Diego when
Yeah.
you got the van, and you were wanting to make a little extra money with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I just so happen to have this website
Yeah.
that I think could be a really good fit for you.
Yeah, and it was so cool because I remember I had this van and it was like very auspicious how I got it. My grandpa passed away and he was a rock and roller. He's always on the road. And back in his day, big Hollywood guy. And he passed away. I got an inheritance. And I was like, maybe I should get tiny home or land. And then I saw this van and I got it from SÄKR Vans, which no longer exists, but founders of SÄKR. I'm part of the same team. And someone told me, you know what, because I was starting to think about how I could make some extra cash. They're like, you could probably rent your van out. And I was like, no way. And they're like, yeah, you probably can make like $80 a day. And I was like, no way, $80 a day? And then I looked up like Portland van rental or camper van rental, and GoCamp was the first thing that came up.
Okay, I love it.
And so I reached out to you and I was like, Deborah, do you think we could rent out my van? And you guys didn't have any sprinters yet.
So when GoCamp first started, our first season was 2017.
Okay.
So by the time you came along in the spring of 2018, that would have been our second season. But in that first year, all we had was Volkswagen, Eurovans, and Westies, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And after a season of Volkswagen, Eurovans, and Westies, I was like, oh my God, we need better vehicles.
A little
we need some
pizzazz.
sprinters, maybe
Yeah.
some things that are a little more reliable. And
Yeah.
so I also think you were the very first sprinter.
That's kind of exciting.
And I remember when you opened up the sliding door, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to have this van on our website.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it was so cool too, because I remember being like, you think I could rent it out? And you were like, oh yeah, $220 a night, easy. And I was like, what?
No, I remember.
Like 3 times what I was expecting, and I was like, no way. And then all the things that I was concerned about, like the deposits, the insurance, like just making sure that the renters were vetted out, like all of that was taken care
Well,
of.
and doing all that back and forth, right? I mean, the thing about GoCamp that I remember really worked for you as a medical school student was the GoCamp team is answering all the questions and talking to all the people that are possibly going to rent your van.
Yeah.
And you only get involved once we've actually rented it. So
Yeah.
we saved you from all that back and forth, which I remember you were like, wait,
Yeah.
all I have to do is give them the key
Yeah.
and cash the check. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's kind of that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then those first few rentals, I remember like nail biting a little bit of like, oh my God, I hope they don't, hurt my baby.
Well, and that, just for the record, like if you're a van owner thinking about renting out your van, if you're not a little nervous, then stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little nerve-wracking when someone
it's your
drives
baby.
away. Yeah, no, I get it.
You
But
get
then
it.
when the check arrives or
Yeah,
that money lands in your
so
bank
helpful.
account, you're like, oh, I could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of money goes back into the van, don't get me wrong, but I think I bought the van in total for probably $50K cash, and I've made about half that back
I would
through
think
the
at
4
least.
seasons
Let's
that I've
think.
been with you.
Oh, have you been on for 4 seasons?
This is my 4th season.
Yeah, you've got to be doing like,
I think I did 8, 15, and then this year I don't know what I'll do.
20, 25.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, this
Yeah.
year is crazy.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool, and here we are.
Well, and you know what, Tiffany? I'm sorry, just because some other van owners are making a little bit more, and the reason is you actually still use your van.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like
Every
your
now
van
and
too.
then.
Yeah.
She's a good van. I just want to go take her out. There's
Yeah.
like something magical about her. I might be biased, but
Yeah.
I think my van's like a little special.
No,
like
you're-
people even come, because I have an older van. It's an 06. She looks like a maintenance van from the outside, very unassuming, stealthy, very stealthy. I like that as a solo female van
Traveler.
lifer, because people
Yeah.
don't know what's inside. But the inside is like what really, I think,
Sells the van.
gets people happy. But once they take her out, like the way they come to me and then the way they come back to me.
Yeah.
Is like they change, and you see that they get that light back in their eyes of like being able to go explore and unplug. And
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I feel like, so your van's name is Roads and Rose, of course, and I feel like Roads and Rose looks amazing online. Like when you know, you're looking at all your different options, and okay, now I'm gonna do Roads and Rose, you're already excited. But then when they come, I don't know. I feel like they have the same moment I had, right? Like you open the door and they're like, oh.
yeah, it's like a little tiny home on wheels.
Yeah.
That really is what it is. So it's been really nice, and things have evolved, and now we've got how many Sprinters on the fleet?
Well, we probably have about 125, 130 vans on the website right now. We're in 8 different markets. We used to just be in Portland. Just
Wait,
in
what
San
cities?
Francisco. Oh my gosh, we are in Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, San Diego, LA, Flagstaff, Reno, Salt Lake City, Denver.
Wow.
9.
Wow.
And we're open to more. So
Yeah.
if you have an amazing van that looks like Tiffany's, or
newer.
or just a van that you love.
Yeah. Totally.
And you want to share, think about the GoCamp website model. Yeah.
You could be one amongst all of these beautiful vans. We're out here at the SｙKR Adventure Van Expo. Everything's closing up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a
thank
good
you.
day.
It's been a good
And it's
day.
so good to see you.
It's so
Oh my
good to see you
gosh.
too.
Yay.
Oh. See you guys. Thanks for joining in. Ciao.